Hello, my darlings. Welcome back to another daily musing. If you're here listening live or on the replay, make sure to say hello down below in the comments. I love to know who is receiving the magic that I share on here. And today I want to chat about how to embody your unique flavor of divine feminine energy from your core, from the inside out, rather than just, displaying this surface level tricks or games that can keep you shallow. So true divine feminine energy, it's really not about anything external. It literally is all about the frequency that you're giving off. So unfortunately, I do see a lot of platforms that teach women how to only modify their behavior in order to appear a certain way. But you do have to understand that if all your focus is on trying to put yourself into some kind of box or adhere to this checklist of games and tricks or rules, when you do that, you're actually keeping yourself really limited because you're not actually connected to the multidimensional spiritual power that you have as a woman. So there's a whole nother cosmic part of you that you probably have never even tapped into. And this is really important information because very often women think that if they only do XYZ, that they'll be able to change who they are entirely, but that's actually not how it really works. So this adventure of transformation, this journey, it really is something that you have to do from the inside out. And this has been a long journey for myself. I've been on this path, this spiritual healing path, for at least 5 years now, studying from a lot of top mentors, along with studying and creating my own signature healing system for healing. And I had a lot of my own traumas that really conditioned me to view myself in a distorted way. And it really did affect my behavior over the years, driving my life from a place of insecurity and fear. I went through that long period of deconditioning and I'm still on the journey. There's no perfect destination that you get to. There's always some new layer that you have to discover within yourself. But this journey has allowed me to learn how to shed what was not me and awaken that oasis of luscious strength within me now that I lead my life from. So that oasis of luscious strength, you may also hear me refer to this as your spiritual power, and that is your divine feminine energy or your enchanted soul. So your enchanted soul is where your true divine feminine energy resides, and it's always there within you. It's in you right now, alive. But what usually happens is that it gets buried underneath a lot of things, such as, maybe you have some imprinting that you picked up or a distorted inner narrative where you feel a lot of shame or fear, or you have a lot of belief systems where you might, deep down, you might feel like you're not worthy or you're not good enough. So you can think of your enchanted soul as an actual frequency that you are exuding. So it's like a warm, glowing light that's emanating from the middle of your chest. And your body as a woman is actually a transmitter of energy. So either you are transmitting and exuding a feeling of divine love or fear. Your enchanted soul will naturally awaken and open when you're not in your head and when you're not in that survival mode. So this is all about learning how to feel more safe and secure within your body. But very often we get programmed to live from our head as a survival tactic to kind of keep ourselves safe. We're living from these coping mechanisms or from these defenses. We hide behind these masquerades. And all of that is actually not the real you. And when you do that, it keeps you really guarded and it keeps you really distant from other people. And other people can't really feel you because you are not feeling yourself on that deeper level. So the energy of your enchanted soul is like a flower, so there's a unique sweet nectar within you that's actually waiting to bloom and to blossom. But if you're getting in your own way, maybe with your codependent habits, maybe you have a lot of defenses that you hide behind, a lot of actions that hide you from shining and expressing the real you, all of that is going to keep you feeling really invisible in the world. So oftentimes, this is the source of a lot of women's dating struggles, so maybe they look wonderful on paper, they may have a resume with a lot of success, they might be physically beautiful and appealing, but their soul is actually closed. And when your soul is closed, that actually makes you emotionally unavailable. So the men that you might be encountering, they can't really smell that sweet nectar of your inner flower. So what that means is that he can't really feel you because, like I mentioned before, it's because you're not actually feeling yourself. You're not open. So when your enchanted soul has awakened and when that part of you is open, you will literally be oozing with enchantment and mesmerizing allure. You're going to get to a point where you feel yourself vibrating with electricity. And I feel this in myself, especially at night. And it's a really comforting feeling that wraps around me, keeping me safe and protected. Your energy will begin to make an impact on other people just by them being in your presence. So for example, I went on a date the other day, and there was a moment the guy was looking at me all googly-eyed, saying that, he was just saying, you have this really beautiful glow to you. You shine like the sun. I feel like I'm in sunshine right now. So what he was feeling was that divine feminine luminosity within me. And that comes from you just being connected to yourself and knowing who you are. It comes from deeply trusting in yourself and just being the kind of woman who shows up for herself with compassion and love, even on her gloomy days. So you're going to be swimming and marinating in your enchanted soul energy, in that vibration, the more that you come back home to yourself. So the best part of this is that it's not about you changing who you are. You're not going to be doing anything on purpose. It's not like you are acting a certain way on purpose. It's more about you becoming so at ease with yourself that this feeling of warmth begins to surround you, and it starts to get felt by other people as well. So the signature healing system that I have created is designed to extract all of that dense, heavy energy that was weighing you down. So it's going to allow you to go from being lost in the dark to awakening that radiance within your soul. And then what's going to begin to happen is that you're going to be able to transmit more light from the core of who you are, because there's going to be more energy that's able to move through you the more those blocks are healed and all of that baggage begins to melt away. So this is all about opening your soul and freeing your body from all of that baggage that was distorting the real you. And it's going to have you moving more fluidly. People can see that in your energy and in the way that you walk, in the way that you carry yourself. And it really is a soft and gentle, yet powerful and strong, unique type of power that is irresistible. And I believe it's the French culture. They have this saying where they say a woman has je ne sais quoi. And what that translates to is, I don't know what. That's what that sentence means. And they say that to describe the kind of woman who has this mysterious allure to her, but they can't really explain what it is or really put their finger on what it is. So if you want to start standing out in the dating world, embodying your enchanted soul, that's going to help you begin to attract healthier, more quality men to you. It does create this inexplicable pull that they absolutely cannot resist, just because the kind of energy that you are emitting is something that men actually don't have. So therefore it's very mysterious, it's very alluring, and they actually become a little bit addicted to it. They're so enchanted by it, inspiring them to want to lock you down and cherish you. So you see, there's a difference between trying to modify your behavior and having a very contrived way of living versus actually embodying the depth of who you are and embodying the woman within you. And really learning how to have your unique natural flavor come through your movements, come through the way you express yourself and the way that you carry yourself and the way that you feel about yourself. So your enchanted soul energy, that divine feminine energy, it's all about you allowing the natural elegance within you to start flowing through your being. It's about learning how to listen to the wisdom of your spirit, which is a completely different voice than the one that is in your head. So when you learn how to actually listen to yourself on a deeper level, that builds a lot of self-trust, that builds a lot of confidence, and that builds a lot of security within you. And I learned the other day that the term feminine energy translates to love light. So it's all about the luminosity that's able to flow through your entire system as you decondition yourself from all of the baggage that was holding you down. So when you become less heavy and less dense, that's when you begin to flow. That's when your sensuality awakens. That's when your sexuality begins to awaken. Your healthy sexual energy begins to awaken. You start to feel more full, and the vibrancy of life begins to bring you this vivacious delight. So overall, this journey is about coming home to yourself and awakening the unique essence of who you are. You have a signature flavor that no other woman has. And if you struggle with insecurity, feeling self-doubt, feeling a lot of shame, not feeling confident, not feeling good enough, that's a sign that you are disconnected from that nectar and from that inner flower within you. And you do have to take time to allow that part of you to blossom. And the more that you allow that inner flower to bloom, that's when you feel more fulfillment within. So for those of you who do want to take this deeper, I do highly recommend my program, the Erotic Luxury Temple, which is a tantalizing sensual journey for divine feminine awakening. And this particular program focuses on rejuvenating the beauty of your sensual sexual essence. We focus on the energetic healing to start extracting all of that unresolved wounding that was keeping you doubtful and heavy. And I'm also going to give you practical exercises to get you back into alignment with your sensual sexual energy, that electric, vibrating, luscious energy within you, and get you into alignment with the unique woman that you actually are, that you really are. So you get 8 modules of elite education that I have personally never seen anywhere else in the feminine energy community, and I have been in it for a long time. So if you want to study what true divine feminine energy actually is, if you want practical exercises to really embody your unique flavor, then this program is definitely the perfect choice for you. It's going to allow you to awaken your real power as a woman that you may have forgot about just because all of the conditioning that you've taken on. And when you learn erotic luxury embodiment, you'll see how life begins to respond to you a lot differently. Especially when you're dating, you're going to be able to find good quality men who feel inexplicably pulled towards you and mesmerized by the way that you speak and how you carry yourself. You'll start getting comments like I got the other day where this guy was telling me that I feel like sunshine. And, that's a really beautiful compliment to get. And again, it's not about changing who you are. This is all about you coming back home to yourself and being so at ease with yourself that you become a very intoxicating woman. And this can actually be hardcore work just because our nervous systems are actually designed to be programmed to be in survival mode. So attempting to unwire all of that can actually cause a lot of resistance and discomfort. But I'm here for the woman who wants to challenge that, the kind of woman who wants to claim their personal power anyway and feel the type of power that they've never felt before. The kind of woman who want to step out of their comfort zone and experience something greater for themselves. So if that is you, then definitely sign up and secure your spot today. I will leave the link to that down below. And I want to leave you with these questions for you to answer down below in the comments. Where are you currently at in your divine feminine journey? And where do you feel stuck? And are you ready to experience something new so that you can experience greater results? All right, my dears, thank you for joining me. Thank you for showing up. Leave me your insights and your answers down below, and I will chat with you later. All right, take care.